What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Last week, we saw certain developments happening in the city of Dolton. And of course, they are not good developments for those people who are in office. We've seen the FBI raid the village hall. That has come about. Then we also know about what's happening with Andrew Holmes, what's happening with Keith Freeman, with the bankruptcy. All of the people that are falling by the wayside, those who support the mayor, are in some sort of trouble. But there's one last person that's still standing, a person that many people feel that need to be dealt with, the police deputy chief, Mr. Lacey. Now, Mr. Lacey is, he's quite rude and abrasive. I don't know if he's like that naturally. He's the kind of guy that I feel like if he wasn't forced to work with Tiffany Henyard, he'd be a nicer guy. But because he doesn't want to lose his job and he was promoted to become the police chief after the last police chief was fired, he is doing her dirty work. And of course, he's going to be responsible for what happened last Easter, the Easter that passed. Now, reported on Tiffany Henyard throwing this particular Easter egg hunt for the village of Dolton.
Hey guys, this is Superman. Tiffany Henyard, the people's mayor. So we out here at the Easter egg hunt here in the village of Dolton at the courts. You know I love the babies. I'm gonna show you what we do and how we get down here, guys. In the back you see us.
5 minutes inside.
Okay, let's turn around. And you know, I built these courts for them. We revitalized them, fixed them up. And this is for the babies right here. I'm turning around. So you see? It's what they do. You see them on the courts right here. Yep, Tiffany Henyard. I'm out here. Let's see? They're out here on the course playing ball. It's all about the babies.
1 through 4 first.
All about the
So
babies.
if you're lying, you're gonna have to.
So if you're interested,
Ages, the kid is age 1 through 4.
this is our food.
Going first.
Y'all see?
We need you to step back.
Again, this is what I do. I'm all about community. I'm all about unity.
Now, after hearing such, there was a lady that said this at the city council meeting.
Since you don't love the children, you kicked the little baby out of the Easter egg hunt. You don't love the children, and when you did that, that made me cry. When I seen that baby cry like that, you are a disgrace. You are. Anytime you would have your police officers kick a baby out like that, I don't care if you don't like the grandmother, but the fact that this baby was kicked out of that, it took away from all that you did. It took away. You are a disgrace. You didn't put black folks all the way back.
That's right. This lady says that, hey, Tiffany Henyard kicked out somebody's grandson, a child, out of the Easter egg hunt. Okay? But shout out to Brother Edward Steve. He's going to give good clarity on the Dolton trustees and Sister Kiana Belcher as to what happened that day, right? We're going to play the actual incident as to what happened. So you see the young man crying, the grandmother getting into it with Officer Lacey, and then the trustee board decided to address it and give this kid this.
I seen something on Facebook last week that really struck a nerve to me. We are not responsible for what our police officers do. We would hope that they would do what's in the best interest of the community. But the video that went out with Miss Hill getting put out and that baby crying really touched me, because it was like you were ruining a special moment for a little child.
No, you're not. No, I'm not. No, we're not. No, we are not. No, we are not. Tell us what. You're making up a lie. You're harassing us. You're harassing us. You are harassing us. And you see my grandson standing here. This is your last go round here. You know what I'm saying? You keep violating me and harassing me. I'm out in public, in the community that I live in.
1 through 4 first. ages 1 through 4 first.
Because he's lying.
1 through 4.
And you signing off on it? Y'all ain't gonna put, y'all not gonna intimidate me in my neighborhood.
Hold on.
In a minute, and you ain't acting
No,
like
you're not. He's not. No, that's what he wants.
I can say what I want. Because what I'm saying
Don't
is
touch
get
my
to
son.
him.
Don't touch my son.
He know what I'm saying.
He don't have no warrant for his arrest. He don't have no paperwork or nothing.
You ain't no real man.
No.
What are you doing? Don't tell
Look
him
what this
no.
officer is doing.
That's him.
You will be in here.
I'll be there.
You ain't no man.
You know what? I've been here all day. Officer Harris, he seen me here all day. You want me to show you all my video? Officer Harris, y'all gonna violate me again? Officer, because he got him up there. Shut up, you know what? I'm gonna have the marshals get you. The marshals getting you. You're a coward. You ain't gonna do nothing to my son.
Look what you
Harris, you gonna let him violate my rights? We at a public affair. Don't put your hands on my son. Don't put your hands on my son.
I got it.
Don't try to calm him. You just stood beside him. Don't try to calm him. All y'all, don't man me. Y'all, you can't keep nothing. You violate my rights. We at a public affair. We at a public affair, and y'all violating our rights. You know what? You ain't go find the court papers. Have they shown them to you? You're a sellout and a nothing human being. I'm a real human being, and y'all can't deal with it.
We wanted to make sure that he won't look at Easter so in a negative way. Miss Hill, are you here? Come on. We can stand right there. Hey, how you doing? We don't take this lightly, and when you have little kids, they want to remember those moments. So we want him to make sure that he does see the Easter Bunny, and the trustees got him a special little basket, because we don't want that negative light on our community, especially when it affects the kids.
So all of that is because Tiffany Henyard does not like the person's grandmother. Okay, that's what we're dealing with here. So let's take it out on this child. So she's probably telling this guy, hey, listen, her grandchild cannot participate in the Easter egg hunt, even though the people who pay taxes are citizens of Dolton, whether I like it or not. Okay, so she's still going to go head on and try to bully people. When I hear about things like this is no disrespect to the continent or South America, but this is what I would think, that this sort of thing happens in a place like this, where dictators and rulers can do pretty much whatever the hell they want with you. If you don't like them, this is where I would see, something like this happening. And to be honest, I don't even see that kind of stuff happening really here. Okay. However, check this out. Listen to this. But it's happening right there in America, outside of Chicago. We're hearing the same things in different areas. In actually Chicago with the migrant crisis, the Democratic Party has a dictatorship, and the dictatorship is with whoever wants to run and cause issues. That is absolutely ridiculous. We know that it's ridiculous, but I want to tell the city of Dolton and its trustees, time's winding down, not just for Henyard, for y'all. Okay, and I'm going to keep making this the point. And I've told Brother Edward Steve this. I said, you guys have the attention of the world on you now. If you don't get this right after she is gone, because Dolton's had a lot of problems, Tiffany Henyard ain't going to be to blame. It's going to be on y'all who's going to be to blame. And that's the thing that I'm telling them. Time's winding down, okay? Because there's going to come a time where y'all not going to be able to blame her. As bad as she is, everybody in America is going to be looking at y'all every day after going through this. And I'm telling you this, please do not be like my church. My church went through that same thing. We had a very terrible pastor that came from Texas. Awful pastor, okay? He was just as bad. as Tiffany Henyard, if not worse. Stole money. He was a divider. He took a church from like 3,000 members down to about 800. Okay, the guy was a destroyer. Came from Colorado Springs, Colorado, right? Now, after that, we got another pastor, the former assistant pastor, who was even worse than him in many ways. We caught a real big scandal when our choir director went to prison for trying to clap the cheeks of underage men in the choir. If that didn't destroy the church, I don't know what did. Now we're on another pastor, okay, after that, which is doing fairly well. But the damage had already been done. And want to know who we couldn't blame? The first guy. We went through a decade of turmoil in that church. And I suspect that Dolton is going to find a way to have similar issues after Henyard is gone. I'm going to be the first person to say that, okay? I believe that they're going to struggle with very similar issues. Why? They've always struggled with issues like this. Not this bad, but they always find a way to do so. It will be up to them to prove us wrong. I believe that the Democratic policies in black cities, the way that they think, the way that most black cities are run, they find a way to make mistakes. What will Dolton do? The world is going to look out, and we're praying, we're hoping. But I'm betting on the fact that Dolton will struggle as a political engine after Henyard. And it doesn't have to be the next mayor. I will even say 20 years from now, who will the blame be on then? And that's the point that I want to make. I want to know if I will be proven wrong. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, SO Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.